Hey John, what kind of music have you been listening to lately?
Oh hey, Sarah, I've been really into indie rock recently. Bands like Arctic Monkeys and The Strokes have been on repeat. What about you?
Nice. I love Arctic Monkeys. For me, it's been a lot of jazz. I've been exploring some old Miles Davis albums. His work is just timeless.
Jazz. How? That's such a cool genre. I've always admired jazz musicians for their improvisation skills. I feel like it's such a free and expressive form of music.
Absolutely. It's amazing how they can just create something unique on the spot. Have you ever tried playing any jazz yourself?
I've dabbled a bit with jazz guitar, but it's tough. The chord progressions and scales are so different from rock. It's like a whole new language.
That's impressive though. Jazz guitar is no joke. I play piano, and even though I've been learning for years, jazz still feels like a challenge every time.
That's awesome. Piano is such a versatile instrument. Do you play other styles of music too?
Yeah, I also play classical, which is so different from jazz. In classical, everything is so structured, while jazz is more about personal interpretation. Both have their own appeal though.
That's true. Classical music has a certain elegance to it. I've always found it fascinating how complex the compositions can be. Do you have a favorite composer?
I'm a big fan of Beethoven. His music has so much emotion and power. What about you? Any favorite artists in the rock world?
HMM. That's a tough one. I'd have to say Radiohead. Their music is so experimental and unique, and every album sounds different. They really push boundaries.
I totally get that. Radiohead's music has such depth, and their lyrics can be pretty thought-provoking, too. Do you listen to their older stuff or their newer albums more?
I actually love both, but I lean more towards their newer albums like Asterisk and Rainbows Asterisk, and Asterisk a Moon-Shaped Pool Asterisk. There's just something about the atmosphere they create in those albums. It feels like a journey.
I know what you mean. In Rainbows is such a masterpiece. It's the kind of album you can get lost in. Do you listen to any electronic music, too? I feel like Radiohead kind of dips into that territory sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I think that's part of why I like Radiohead's later work. I'm also into artists like Aphex Twin and Bonobo. Their music is so immersive, especially when you listen with headphones.
Oh, I love Bonobo. His music is so relaxing yet intricate at the same time. Perfect for chilling out or working. I haven't explored much Aphex Twin though. What's his music like?
Aphex Twin is a bit more experimental and sometimes intense. Some of his tracks are pretty ambient, but others are really glitchy and fast-paced. It's kind of like a wild ride through sound, if that makes sense.
That sounds interesting. I'll have to check him out. I love how music can be so diverse. There's always something new to discover, whether it's an artist or an entire genre.
Exactly. That's what I love about it. Music is this endless world of creativity. You can always find something that fits your mood, or expands your horizons.
Totally. Speaking of new discoveries, have you been to any live shows recently?
Not in a while, but I really miss live music. There's nothing quite like the energy of a concert. What about you?
Same here. I actually went to a small jazz club last weekend, and it was amazing. The musicians were so talented, and the vibe was super intimate.
That sounds incredible. I've always wanted to experience a live jazz performance. There's just something about seeing musicians interact with each other in real time that's so captivating.
Exactly. You should definitely check one out. It's such a different experience from listening to a recording. The spontaneity of live jazz makes it really special.
I'll have to make that happen. Music, whether live or recorded, just brings people together in such a unique way.
Absolutely. It's universal, and it connects people across cultures and experiences. We're lucky to have it in our lives.
Couldn't agree more. Music really is a gift.